Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Carshénah with versefilmsproductions and this is SCREAMTOBER. We're doing a video a day for 31 days up until Halloween. Let's see if your favorite is on the list. Let's go. Thanks for joining in on our SCREAMTOBER all month long. This week is our superhero horror week.
People once believed that when someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But sometimes, just sometimes, the crow can bring that soul back to put the wrong things right.
We're ending our superhero horror week with The Crow. A man brutally murdered comes back to life as an undead avenger of his and his fiance's murder. Based on the comic book created by James O'Barr, The Crow stars Brandon Lee as rock star Eric Draven, who, precisely 1 year after his murder, returns from the grave to take revenge on the vicious criminals responsible for the rape and death of his fiancée and his own untimely demise.
Is that gasoline I smell?
You do not have to be familiar with the comic book to thoroughly enjoy this film. I didn't find the horror aspect overdone. In fact, it was believable, and the script was superior to other films of this genre I've seen. As for Brandon Lee, this really was a superb performance, and it is a terrible tragedy that his life ended so abruptly by an accidental shooting on the set of this movie. This film is a fitting memorial to what could have become a major star. Brandon Lee was the only son of the legendary martial arts superstar Bruce Lee, so this tragedy makes it even more compelling to watch and root for. Brandon got shot in a scene that originally wasn't in the script but was added at the last second. The Crow is one of the best films of 1994. His accidental death has passed into legend to eerily familiar to his father's Bruce Lee's death. Apparently, though, enough of the film was shot so that it could be released without having to be done over. This is one amazing film with a mesmerizing performance from the entire cast. It's visually appealing, extremely well made. We get several knives in the chest, knife in the hand, lots of gunshot wounds, some bloody, some not, hole through the hand, 2 slashings, a slit throat, 2 bloody impalings, sword in the neck, and a crow pecks a girl's eyes out. Ernie Hudson is terrific as the sergeant, very likable and very convincing. Sword-wielding Michael Wincott is great as the main villain, top dollar. Director Alex Proyas, who also did Dark City, keeps things dim and shadowy throughout. The makeup for Brandon Lee's Eric Draven is iconic, and the ending is extremely moving. The gothic set design is beautiful. The film did spawn several sequels, but I would not recommend them all. Tagline, it can't rain all the time. Here's some fun trivia for The Crow.
Say, are you some kind of a ghost? Boo.
Although he was not at fault for the death of Brandon Lee, Michael Massey stopped acting for a year because he was so traumatized by the incident. His next film was a small role in Seven in 1995. Up until his death in 2016, he had never watched the film. James O'Barr stated on the Crow DVD that when he met the movie's executives, they originally wanted to make this a musical starring Michael Jackson. He immediately laughed uncontrollably, thinking it was a joke, only to find that they were quite serious. It was only until Brandon Lee and Alex Proyas came on board that the movie took a more serious role. The production didn't have the money or the space to shoot a car chase sequence, so they did it with miniatures instead. Even though the movie based on the comic is called The Crow, none of the birds used in the film were actually crows. All of them were in fact ravens, which are much larger than crows and have a longer, more impressive beak. There were several incidents that befell the production crew, leading to a widespread belief that the film was cursed. I highly recommend this film, which is why this is the top superhero horror movie pick of the day.